Yeah, we got enough. Ma'am? That's the problem.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's nice and shady on our side. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the 2012 Missouri State Fair. This is our opening day ceremony, and we'll begin this morning's ceremony with the presentation of our colors.
Would you please join me in a salute to our flag? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight and the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, please remain standing for a prayer by our 4-H State Council President, Dustin Nail.
Will you all please bow your heads? Lord, we come to you this morning at the beginning of a great tradition of Missouri, the Missouri State Fair. We ask that you bless this 110th fair with great weather and wonderful food. Please allow everyone that enters through the gates to have an enjoyable time and learn something about Missouri agriculture. We ask that you please bless Missouri's agricultural showcase, and in your holy name we pray, Amen.
Have a seat, please. Every time I get to one of these microphones, I have to lower it because I'm kind of short. Vertically impaired, I think is what my dad said. First of all, I want to say thanks to the Smith Cotton Jr. ROTC group for our colors. Yes, absolutely. FFA State President Jalen Bergman, National Anthem singer Ryan Manuel, and our 4-H State Council President Dustin Nail, and also the Marshall Municipal Band over here. I would also like to recognize the 2011 Missouri State Fair Queen, Meredith Jones. Meredith is from Dawn, Missouri. She has done an outstanding job over the last year representing the state of Missouri, the state fair, and agriculture, and we're very proud of her. I hate to see her go, but I guess it's just one more day. And then she's got to give up the crown. So. We also have some former state fair queens, I believe, maybe here in the audience this morning. So if you're here, would you please stand up? Give them a hand, please. And welcome back to the Missouri State Fair. Also, we have joined us this morning the president of the Firefighters Association of Missouri, Mr. Kenny Hoover. Kenny? At this time, I would also like to thank our officials on stage here today for joining us this morning. Representative Stanley Cox from here in Sedalia, Missouri. Okay, Stanley. State Senator Mike Parsons. Director of Tourism, Katie Steele Danner. Missouri State Fair Volunteer Fire Department Chief, that's a long title, Rick Dozer. Sedalia Mayor, Elaine Horn. Our Missouri State Fair Commissioners, the Director of the Missouri Department of Agriculture, Dr. John Hagler. And most importantly, Governor and First Lady Nixon. This year's Missouri State theme, Celebrate Then and Wow, is certainly fitting for our 110th Missouri State Fair. It will set the stage for an amazing 11 days as we honor the fair's history and salute its future. In celebration of the fair's anniversary, we have on exhibit a commemorative wall. It's the 48-foot wall of photographs and memorabilia, which is a salute to the decades of tradition, and it is on display in front of the historic administration building. So if you get an opportunity to go by, you need to look at that. It is awesome. We are also offering some guided tours, guided walking tours through the historic fairgrounds this year. And anyone that takes those tours will learn that many of our grand structures were built as early as 1903, and they are still serving us proudly today. As we celebrate our milestones this year, we certainly want to acknowledge our partners, and many of which are likewise celebrating significant achievements of their own. Today we're in front of the Missouri State Fair Firehouse for a special purpose, to pay tribute to the men and women of our great state who have united for over 50 years, I won't say over yet, fair's not over, for 50 years in serving the Missouri State Fair as emergency responders. The department was founded in 1962 with an important cause, to educate fairgoers about the importance of fire safety. Through the decades, that service has changed. Now the Missouri State Fair Volunteer Fire Department protects more than 45 permanent buildings, hundreds of temporary structures, travel trailers, and tents throughout the 400-acre complex, and nearly 350,000 attendees annually. Today, as we open the gates for our 110-year celebration, we want to express our sincere gratitude to these men and women for their commitment to our great state and our great fair. At this time, I would like to ask Missouri State Fair Volunteer Fire Department Chief Rick Dozer to come forward. Fire Chief Dozer, on behalf of the Missouri State Fair and Commission, I would like to present the fire department. Oh, here it is. I knew it was here somewhere. We would like to present the Missouri State Fair Fire Department with a 50-year plaque for your team's unselfish dedication to our state's agriculture showcase. And I could say some other things, but I won't.
Thanks, Sam.
I would also at this time like to welcome to the stage Joe Nail, Missouri Market Funding Manager for Monsanto. I'm sorry. Through a program called America's Farmers Grow Communities, Monsanto has awarded many community organizations with financial contribution. Community organizations in Missouri are selected by Missouri farmers. Many community fire departments in counties across our state have been selected by farmers to receive these awards. Today, Monsanto is presenting Fire Chief Dozier with a check that represents this collective contribution. The amount awarded to the Missouri Fire Departments last year was $20,000. Please join me in congratulating our Missouri farmers and our firefighters. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the chairman of the Missouri State Fair Commission. He has led our staff and commission through months of planning and preparation for this fair, Dr. Jack Magruder of Kirksville, Missouri.
Thank you, Mark. Welcome to all of you. It's a tremendous celebration. Can you imagine 110 years, and every year it's gotten better. This will be the best one ever. Welcome, and we appreciate you, your presence, and your friends and neighbors for supporting the best showcase of Missouri agriculture there is. And we're trying to keep it low cost. And so tell your friends and neighbors to come and celebrate with us. The Commission Board is dedicated to the mission of this state fair, and it is primarily to showcase Missouri agriculture, to give an opportunity for citizens of Missouri and outside to showcase livestock and a lot of exhibits, and we think it's a marvelous opportunity for youth. And we have leadership that are young that are coming forth, and they'll be doing this 50, 60 years from now. So we're so happy that that is happening, and it's happening this year. I would like to ask the fellow commissioners to please stand for a moment. They have given financially, all of you please stand, and then wave and call your name. These fine folks have spent a lot of time getting ready for this fair. They've given financially, they've given time, they've given their wisdom, they've given support and dedication to this Missouri State Fair. They work harmoniously together, and they're really fine, dedicated citizens. I'm going to name them, and will you hold up your hand? Co-Chair Lowell Moeller from Jefferson City, Barbara Hayden from Sedalia, Ron Scheiderer from Salisbury, Sherry Jones from Dawn, Ted Shepard from Kabul. Not able to be with us today is Kevin Roberts from Hillsboro and Janet Terrell from St. James. And I'm not to introduce the governor, but I can just, on behalf of the commission, we have to tell him we thank him for his presence. He's been here every time. Governor Nixon, thank you, sir. Serving along with the commission is this youngster, highly energetic, Truman grad actually, who's going to be a preacher when he leaves this job. He's become a dear friend of the commission. He's been the person going around this state and around this nation really celebrating what happens at this fair. He's been a tremendous, tremendous representative for Missouri agriculture. The director of the Department of Missouri Agriculture, Dr. John Hagler.
Thank you, Jack. Truman people kind of stick together. It's too dadgum cold up there not to. Before I get started today, I would like to add my heartfelt appreciation to all the firefighter men and women that are here today. As a former volunteer firefighter myself and as a stepson of a longtime fire chief there at St. James, Missouri, don't hold it against me if you know him. I certainly appreciate your service. You are there when there are accidents, you're there when there are emergencies, you're there when fires. Many of you do it without pay and without far enough thanks. I want to personally congratulate you for having a special day here at the fair, Chief. You certainly deserve it, and we appreciate you every day. It is great to be here celebrating this Missouri State Fair. For 110 years, our fair has showcased the best of Missouri agriculture. Since the first fair in 1901 was established with the help of a group of dedicated livestock producers, thousands of Missouri families have made the annual trip to Sedalia for an experience like no other. That first fair was billed as having more cattle, more horses, more sheep, and swine on hand than any state fair in the country, and having the finest purebred livestock available anywhere in the world. A walk through any of the barns on these fairgrounds today, and you can be assured that our farm family's commitment to raising the bar for producing outstanding livestock has not wavered. A walk through our youth exhibit, a visit to a concert, the rodeo, a tractor pull, or one of our great ag buildings, or one of the free entertainment shows that are scattered throughout the ground, make it very clear that we continue to set a high bar at the Missouri State Fair. From the mule show, which dates back to the very first fair, to the long-time favorite, like the First Lady's Pie Contest, or one of the newer events like Military Appreciation Day or Bluegrass Day, we continue to set a very high bar, and much of that has been due to the leadership of a great governor and a great First Lady. We have a fair that is recognized as one of the best in the country. We have a fair director that is second to none. We've got a fair commission and a governor and a First Lady that have made it a priority to become an active and integral champion of everything that is important to our values and everything that is important to farm families and Missourians all across this state. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome today Agriculture's governor, the first governor of this state that has really championed the state fair. I tell you, Governor Nixon stands and First Lady Nixon stand with us every minute of the day. Please give them a hearty state fair welcome today.
Thank you, John. We appreciate your tremendous leadership, embracing the future of Missouri agriculture each and every day. He gives that same level of energy to making sure that we're leading our country, and I tremendously appreciate Director Hagler's professional, aggressive work. I want to thank the board. We've got an outstanding board. I think everything that Dr. Magruder said is 100% true. It's a group that works together with a focused mission to make sure that this remains a growing operation, connecting with the future while not forgetting any of the values and things that we hold dear. Now, the First Lady and I are delighted to be back here at the State Fair on this beautiful Missouri day. And for those of you who know in history, last year was a little similar. It was warm until the first day of the fair. We showed up. It was nice and cool. So we're in the 70s and 80s today, which is a huge improvement. It's been a long, hot couple of months. There's no doubt that Mother Nature has hit our agriculture industry hard this year. But we're standing with our farmers and producers, helping them when we can and where we can, and celebrating the perseverance here at Missouri's premier agricultural showcase, the Great Missouri State Fair. The next several days promise to be some of the nicest days we've seen all summer. And there's no better way to celebrate this beautiful weather than spending time with your family and friends here at Missouri State Fair. For 110 years, folks from across our state and across the country have walked through the fair's gates to find fun for the whole family. Because we know that when you come to the fair, you come for the rides, the shows, the food, and to reconnect with the past and meet the future. But you leave with something far more valuable.
you leave with memories of the Missouri State Fair. Maybe it's a young woman in 4-H whose talent for photography has timelessly captured a day in the life on the family farm. Or a young man who won the blue ribbon for growing the largest pumpkin in our state, demonstrating that no amount of heat and drought can deter the next generation of Missouri farmers. Or it might be the children who take in the lights and sounds of summer as they walk with their mom and dad down the Midway on a cool Missouri evening. These are memories we treasure. And they keep us coming back to the fair year after year, generation after generation. Last year there were more than 30,000 entries in competitions that included livestock, agriculture, floriculture, home economics, fine arts, tractor pulls, and other events from 4-H and FFA. The State Fair continues to honor our agricultural roots while having something for everyone. This year's fair offers 11 days and nights of great entertainment at a great value, like today's $2 Bonanza, when you can get a full day of fair activities for that low price. We also look forward to our 3rd annual Military Appreciation Day on Sunday. This is going to be, once again, a superior event in which we show respect in a number of ways. First of all, by letting those veterans in free, but second of all, by a very moving ceremony this year. And I ask any of you that are veterans or have families that are veterans to please be here on Sunday for that very moving event. It'll be a special day for our active military and for the many thousands of veterans to enjoy our state fair for free, and the opportunity for all of us in a public way to thank them for their service. Next Wednesday, the 13th, the fair will host the Show Me Bluegrass Festival with more than 10 bluegrass groups playing throughout the fairgrounds all day long, as well as a jam session and banjo picking contest in the afternoon. Once again, we had a tremendous turnout for this last year. We look forward to a fun day. That evening, the Country Gold Tour will headline at the Pepsi Grandstand with the Grand Ole Opry member and Missouri's own Leroy Van Dyke, Fidelia's own, the singing auctioneer, Leroy Van Dyke. And I know the First Lady and I look forward to welcoming everyone here to the ham breakfast next Thursday, and we hope you'll be able to join us. And I'm certainly excited to sample some of the winning entries in this year's First Lady's Pie Contest. As you know, we've got the rules set down. The first 10 places get prizes and money, and the next 10 I get. So if anybody wants to line up for spots 21 through 40, those spots are still available for auction. I'll tell you, while I am confident the judges will choose the top 10, the second 10 have been incredible the last few years. Just like many Missourians, Georgina and I have been coming to the State Fair for many years. Each time we're impressed by the new exhibits and great entertainment. But most of all, we're glad to join hundreds of thousands of Missourians to experience the familiar sights and sounds that have been a staple here for 110 years. The music and entertainment. The lights of the Ferris wheel, the cheers of the crowd in the grandstands, the sounds of livestock presented with pride by Missouri farmers. Old memories, new memories. They all come together at our Missouri State Fair. So I hope families across the Show Me State will join us over the next 11 days as we celebrate our state and its bright future, built on its rich history. Thank you and God bless.
Another tall person went just before me again. I got a little. Just real quick, I just want to thank everyone for being here today. Thank you for joining us at the Missouri State Fair. Rick, I apologize for the other remarks I wasn't going to tell, but it was just a nickname, so we're good friends, actually. So anyway, with that, we've concluded our opening ceremony. We're ready to let the fun begin, so enjoy the 2012 Missouri State Fair. Thank you.